Yeah, what's good, what's good, what's good? Welcome to Reflections of a DJ, the R.O.A.D podcast, presented by DJ City. I'm your host, DJ Crooked. I got DJ Never.
Yo, what up?
I got DJ D Miles.
What's good, what's good?
And we have Jamie the Great.
Yeah.
What's good, fellas, man?
Man.
Nah, nothing much, man.
It's been a little minute.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been traveling.
Lots been going on.
Yeah.
Actually, NAMM just happened last week, right?
Yeah. Last weekend.
And you went over there.
Yeah, I was
Jamie.
out there. I was there.
Yeah, representing for
I was representing
podcast.
Yeah. It was mad fun. It was
Were you taking credit for everything?
Yeah. No
Sounds
credit
like
for
it,
credit. I was like, yeah, I'm the creator of everything. I created everything. But no. Dude, a lot of listeners were out there. And shout outs to them.
Mm-hmm.
Sean J was one of the guys that I spoke to. A few other guys that were there. Yeah, man, they keep telling me to give you your credit. They're like, yo, give Crook his credit.
Give me my flowers.
Give him his flowers right
While
still
he can
here.
still smell them.
Yeah. And everybody had everybody kind of had a favorite. So it was like some people like, yo, I agree with Darren, I agree with Nev, I agree with Crook, I agree with you.
No one agreed with you.
And then they're like, yo, and then some kid came up to me, one of the listeners came up to me, he's like, yo, I like you and everything, but some shit you say, man. I was like, yo.
A kid?
Yeah.
Well, whatever. A dude.
Some shit you say, almost like 80% of the shit you say.
Yo, but they love me, man.
You got a lot better, though. I got a lot of shit. A lot of motherfuckers tell me you got a lot better.
Well, yeah. I mean,
As opposed to 2 years ago. You were.
well, there's no professional work to become the greatest podcaster, but yeah.
But anyway, what did you see out there? Anything good?
So-
the one thing that got me excited since I'm interrupting you,
Get it going.
was the Phase and Serato integration.
Well, I didn't know that till I got there.
Okay.
I saw the video by Mojax. You can find on DJ City.
Mojax.
I saw him. Great voice.
On today's episode of
Yeah, so great. Yeah, I saw the face. I don't know if it's a 2.0. I don't know how to call
it
it.
doesn't matter.
But yo, better than the first version.
But explain why.
Because this, I believe you can connect it to the computer instead. We call it a router. Should we call it a router?
No.
Adapter?
Interface.
Shut up. No.
Interface?
It doesn't have you don't need to directly into the mixer anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
So you can what Serato did was they integrated with Phase.
Mm-hmm.
So now all you have to do is plug in their module or whatever into the USB in your computer, and it'll read with the Serato.
Oh shit!
So you don't have to plug any RCAs. You don't have to go behind a mixer anymore. You don't need a sound guy anymore.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is great because now we can just plug and play.
Right.
Yes.
Anywhere we go. Game changer. And I'm assuming it'll get even better and better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, does the battery life still affect it? Like,
well,
or is
that's the
been plugged
issue.
in?
That's the issue that they got to work out. Is that now there seems to, when did it come out? When did it release finally? Last year?
This time last year, right?
The phase?
Everyone started getting it last year.
Last year, like
May, April?
Yeah, May, April.
April?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like around
So
before
I would say
summertime.
it's been like a good 8 months, right?
Yeah.
And 8 months later, everyone's saying that they're having some kind of issue.
Right.
They're having connectivity issues. The Bluetooth isn't reading as well when there's a lot of other Bluetooth
Around.
Yeah, Bluetooth. Like if there's a lot of phones with Bluetooth on, it like distracts the signal. And then they're also saying that there is some issues with the battery. There's a lot of issues with the battery.
Yeah.
So I think what they have to do is they have to fix that shit.
Yeah.
But this is a really good start.
Yeah.
The fact that you can plug into your laptop is a great start. That automatically makes me want to buy it.
Yeah.
Are you buying it?
I'm not gonna buy it just because I'm gonna wait till they fix the battery shit.
Yeah. Expansion and stuff like
And
that.
unless they do something where they do a warranty, well, they'll do a 2-year warranty. Well, they'll be like a 1 to 2 year warranty. Well, they'll take the shit back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Any company that first comes out, there's gonna be kinks, but that isn't saying that in 2-3 years it's gonna be phenomenal.
Yes.
And it might even evolve even crazier where, the Bluetooth interface is in the mixers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we just have to link our phases to the mixers.
Right.
Like they're gonna eliminate as much plug as they're gonna work with Pioneer. They're gonna work with Serato.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna work with Rain.
Yeah.
And soon we're just going to be able to, we're literally going to bring our Bluetooth, like our phases. We're probably going to have to, make sure it connects and syncs with the mixer, and then we're probably good to go.
Yeah.
And then we plug our USBs into the mixer, and then everything kind of like speaks to each other.
Yeah, I tried it out. They had a few little stations set up. There's no latency. There's no. It's pretty smooth, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Because at this point, I think everyone is hand in hand working together. The second that Pioneer started putting Serato like interfaces inside the mixers, it's already like, yo, they're trying to eliminate hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like Serato's like, why are we gonna, we're not in the hardware business. Why don't we just continue distributing, like just making the program as good as it can be?
And my main concern was always the switchover. So if I was opening for you and I wasn't using phase and you were, I'm like, fuck, man. Like for you to have to come set up your phase right before you headline, that's a lot of work, and that's a lot of I don't know if like doing it in the middle of my set is gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. And but I've heard people have trouble with that, just with the switch over by itself. It causes a lot of problems. So maybe that fixes all that shit.
Oh, it definitely fixes all that shit. Anything else that you saw?
Well, one thing I was really excited about, you guys know that I used to be in love with the Rain, and they're bringing out a Rain 70, which is kind of like the same thing as an S9.
It looked like the S9.
It looks exactly like the S9. The Beat Junkies actually had a booth there, and they had one. I think it was a prototype, but they were using it. They were scratching it, and it felt great. I went up there. I didn't use it.
Jesus Christ! You didn't use it? What do you mean it felt great?
It felt great. Like the buttons feel like, you know how the Rain 62 was mad like
plastic,
hard plastic.
Yeah.
On the buttons, these are like smooth. They're like mad touchable. And it was cool. I didn't get to use it, but I got to feel it out.
But it looks exactly the same as the S9.
Yeah, but the faders, I don't know. I like the Rain fader so much, man.
Yeah.
And then you can adjust the weight on the fader as well, the cross fader. Yeah, that was one of the best things I was like looking forward to. Pioneer had this big ass booth. Pioneer's booth was pretty cool because it was like house DJs testing it out. There was like open format DJs, hip hop DJs. They were like testing out the product. So you would hear like if you walk through it, they had a few stations as well. If you walk through one of the setups, house music is playing. The next guy's playing hip hop. They're all testing shit out.
I don't care about all of that. All right, let's talk about the Rain 70 because they had a big rollout with Craze.
Mm-hmm. They had the
he had like a video.
He did another video.
Did you guys see the video?
No, I didn't.
It's another routine video. He did a pretty good job.
He had like some chicks requesting some songs.
Yeah,
and then he goes into his scratch routine.
Well, he's like talking to them, but he's
they were trying to request.
He's like ignoring them.
They were trying to request
Drake,
a Drake song at an all night Drake party.
Yeah,
and he was playing Drake. I don't know.
It was funny.
I was a little confused with the whole thing, and then he just kind of went into his scratch routine, almost like the scratch routine was gonna solve all the problems that were
like the girls don't forget about Drake.
It was good.
He's like, well, everyone shut up and watch me do this shit that I'm about to do.
It was funny because he said, get out, and then there's nobody in the room but him. And then he started doing scratches. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Which in reality can never happen. We can't just kick everyone out the room and just start doing a routine.
I think he went to his own. I think the whole thing was he went to his mental space and then he blanked everybody out. That was the thing of it.
He did a nasty ass routine though.
Yeah, it was nice.
That shit was like, I was just like, yo, I wish he actually recorded that shit and
put it out
and put it out as an actual like a track or something, man.
It was dope. Yeah,
it was pretty dope.
Yes.
But what's the difference with the Rain 70? What does it do
from the like the S9 or
from the S9? Does it just have more banks for cue points or
no? It's kind of the same layout. It seems a little bit more sturdier than the S9.
You don't know what's going on with the 70 then.
What do you mean?
I think it's automatically doing tone play. You can adjust tones automatically.
I mean, I'm just sure there's a lot of shit to it. I just did, like I said,
it looks the buttons are soft.
Yeah, I'm telling you from the first.
It looks sturdy. If I threw it at somebody, it looked like it could
knock somebody
do
out.
some sustainable damage. Oh my god, that's your review. I thought you could like it automatically does like certain tone play.
Well, I didn't get a full like tone play done.
You didn't think to ask the questions. You were just like
no, because there was nobody there. It was just at the DJ Beat Junkies.
There was nobody there. It was like crazy.
Yeah, everybody playing.
Everyone just left. Beat Junkies kicked everyone out.
I went like, there's a melody disappeared.
You couldn't talk to somebody like, what's the difference between this and S9?
It was a prototype. I don't think there was much to. I didn't see a Rain booth.
He was too busy taking credit for everything about the podcast. That's what
Did the 70 have the waveforms on the mixer?
No screen. No screen. Like the 72. No, no screen. So it's almost exactly like the S9.
Yeah.
Just it looks more firm.
Speaking of the S9, I heard that Pioneer was having secret meetings for the new S9.
Dude, that's what I heard, and a lot of people like denied, and a lot of people like said yeah, but I didn't get no confirmation. But there was a lot of rumblings of upstairs being a secret room.
There was like a Pioneer brothel in one of the hotel suites.
Like a S9 2.0 or S10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And all the, what do you call it? All the superstar DJs were getting invited.
Yeah.
It's got to be true.
To get blown by the new S9.
S9,
Pioneer
S10.
Hotel Suite.
Yeah. I was just like.
And then they were coming down. They couldn't talk about it. They're like, yo, no. I mean, I just came from the hotel suite from Pioneer.
Brothel.
Yeah, they got some shit in there. They took care of a motherfucker for real.
The Fader Ranch. Instead of the Bunny Ranch, the Fader Ranch.
Yo, did you get blown by the S9? I got blown.
Did you get to touch
that new S9? That shit.
Yeah, they got some mad firm buttons over there.
You didn't hear nothing about that, huh?
No confirmation. Nobody really said anything. A lot of people were walking around. You had A-Track walking around, Z-Trip, Just Blaze.
You know what's the scary shit? Like, what more could they do except replace the sound card? Like, how much more? How much more do you need?
I mean, it has everything, right?
Yeah,
I think if they just do that, that's enough. Like, I'm cool with that. If they leave it exactly the same and just replace the sound card.
Yeah, I want kind of dope though if they added 4 channels.
Yeah,
I think
that would appeal to a bigger audience.
They could put the 3 and 4 channel on the sides of the mixer.
Okay, yes. Somebody stop this guy. That's why they don't let you in the brothel because you just
wait. What was up with the Pioneer 6 channel thing?
I didn't get to see that joint. I didn't see that one.
I was wondering what they did a 6 channel for. It looked dope as fuck though.
Yeah, it looked dope. It's like the 900, but just with 6.
I was wondering if they made that for EDM DJs.
It has to be for them because we're not using it.
Because DJs are not using that.
Because EDM DJs typically use 3 CDJs.
Or 4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was thinking, it would be a good setup for someone who was doing 3. So they would be on 1, 2, 3. The other person would be on 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. I didn't get to see that one.
Mind you, I've seen EDM DJs with 3 CDJs, but they only use 2.
I mean,
yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I'm assuming. I'm not going to say anything.
Shut up.
Leave it alone, man.
The third CDJ is playing the actual mix in the set.
And the other 2 are just
the 1 and 2 make it seem like they mixing.
The 1 and 2 are the play CDJs?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Like, don't touch the 3rd CDJ.
That's the actual music.
That's
the actual mix.
That's the master.
They can actually lock it. Like, nobody can move it.
So Pioneer's like, hey, so like there's a lock system on the 3rd CDJ.
It's just for you guys. For you house EDM guys.
Was that it from them?
Qbert was displaying his new scratches. I was like, well, no one's gonna be able to
no
one's gonna be able to do that but you.
Did you ask about his mixer, his homemade mixer?
No, I didn't get a chance to speak to him. No,
where he had like the computer in the mixer.
No, I didn't get a chance to speak to him because he was in the stage or whatever.
Y'all remember last year he had his own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He debuted like an iPad
attached with a mixer.
Yeah.
Like, did you say homemade?
I mean, it looked like he went to one of his homies and like, yo, I got an idea.
Put this together.
Which I don't see it as far-fetched.
Dude, that dude's scratching timing is crazy. Like, it's mad. I'm like, dude, you're showing off scratches that I will never get to.
Is he sober now?
I don't know. I didn't have a Q&A with him, dude.
He had a problem?
I didn't know he had a problem.
No. I remember he used to be like super. Remember he used to say like, "Yo, I'm like when I scratch, I talk to aliens and shit."
No, I never.
I
was never like into.
I don't think that has anything to do with sobriety. That's a mental state.
No. I think he was taking like mescaline and shit. Remember, because like
the
'90s, mad motherfuckers was taking mescaline and tabs, right?
I don't know.
I'm not saying he's a drug addict. I'm just saying.
Of course not.
Yeah. Those are mind expanding drugs, right? Those aren't bad for you, are they?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're bad for you, man.
I was asking my boy if edibles are bad for you.
Nah, they're not.
Like, it depends if you take a lot.
It depends.
It'll affect you.
Yeah, you could get fat if you take like your cake.
You taking like a single dose of an edible is what, like 20 grams,
if I go out,
grams?
I feel like if I go out and I drink, I think that's worse than taking an edible, right?
Yeah, you're much calmer with an edible.
Yeah,
you're more smooth. Like that one day we went out.
Like am I climbing up stripper poles when I'm fucking when I'm drinking? I haven't done that in like months.
I told you not to say that on air.
Anything else with you guys? Have you been out? You've been like checking anyone out or DJ?
You know what? Yeah, I actually went out last Wednesday to On the Record.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot the occasion, but I really wanted to hear Mel Star.
Okay, yeah, from Harlem.
Yeah. And I had never heard him in a club set.
Everyone says he rips that shit up.
Man.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me, his style was so New York, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely had peaks and valleys, but he definitely went from starting off, I think his first record was All About the Benjamins.
Mm-hmm.
He went into like Get Money by Junior Mafia.
Bad Boy.
Had a slow progression, and then he just started hitting them with bangers maybe about an hour in.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like he really like just played the night, built the night, and then he hit him with new shit maybe not until an hour into his set.
Yeah.
But it was very, very New York.
Right.
Like he hit him with classics. He hit him with like some Beanie Siegel.
Oh,
he
wow.
hit him with like
which Beanie Siegel?
Rock the Mic.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. He played Junior Mafia. He played OJ.
I thought he was gonna play like what you know what a thug's about.
Nah. He played what
I thought you were gonna say Beanie.
He played.
My name is Beanie.
He played what we do.
Yeah. Beanie's
He played What We Do with Jay-Z.
What we do.
Yeah.
Well, even though what we do
Yeah.
is wrong.
I mean, he was killing it, bro.
Yeah, I always try to stay away from like the New York sets when I go to like West Coast or I do West Coast shit. Because I just feel like, here this New York like.
But you know what the crowd
DJ doing
the crowd at OTR,
typical New York DJ,
or like doing like obvious West Coast sets,
California
like,
Love,
the big
playing California Love,
the Snoop and Dre fucking
Next
sets.
episode.
Yeah, or like Biggie going
And
back
then
to Cali, like you'd be like, this motherfucker.
But the
like
crowd that
New
was
York shit, like you think we still listen to this shit? Like we don't care about this
the
shit.
crowd that was there that night, I think it was appropriate, and they appreciated what he was doing. They were a little bit older, so the dance floor was packed.
You were at the 1 year anniversary.
Yep, that's what it
OTR.
was. Yeah.
So if it was like a typical Vegas club, you think he would have been able to pull that off?
I think he would have had to adjust a little bit, but I think he still could have did it.
I think we could have adapted.
Yeah.
Just because the
Yeah.
way he plays it, like he was just on the mic heavy, and he would just drop. No headphones, by the way, too. He doesn't use headphones, which was really impressive. But for him to be able to like drop shit certain ways, I was like, wow, you doing that with no headphones? That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I think he could pull it off. Like if he were to play a big room, he would have to adjust a little bit. But watching him play the new stuff lets me know he could adjust and do it. But it was a really dope set. I stayed for maybe about an hour and a half to almost 2 hours of his set.
Have you guys ever DJ without headphones?
I have.
Yeah, my early days.
I did an opening set without.
Not in a club though. I would not risk that.
Back when
That's
I did,
scary.
when I played at Tao, I played with no headphones before.
Really?
But I had cue points, and I just kind of knew what I was doing. So
I think if you do a lot of mic work, you don't need headphones.
You just you just talk, just drop the record.
You just keep dropping shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's such a what do you call it?
MC.
Well, he's a great MC, and he's such a talented scratcher.
yeah,
Like his cuts are
scratching
really
was
tight,
so
yeah.
clean, man.
Juggling, scratching, all that shit. He's really dope.
Yeah. And
Anything else?
he uses a S9 and he's on 2 tables.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he actually did a dope reggae set too.
Ooh.
And a few of the records, I was like, I don't know these, but they are popping.
Like old reggae.
Yeah, like mid '90s reggae. But yeah, his set overall, man, I was really impressed. I see why they bring him out to on the record often because his energy is up there.
He's like
dope.
there every
Yeah.
month or some shit like that.
Yeah. Anything else, man? You went to like a wedding or something?
Oh shit, yeah. So I actually DJ'd a wedding.
Where was this?
This was in LA.
Okay.
So without giving away too much, this was a few weeks ago. A buddy of mine, he works for a big record label, and he asked me to DJ his wedding. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. I've known him for like 10 plus years. And he was like, for the wedding, I want you to DJ, and then I'm going to have you actually sit and do dinner with everyone during the dinner part, and you can just play a mix. And he was like, I'm going to seat you with some of the execs of the record company so you can kind of just network and talk. I was like, yo, I appreciate that. Thank you. So I go to sit down, and then it's just literally 50 and up white.
Like middle-aged white dudes, right?
So everyone's kind of like nice. How you doing? I'm
Did
D-Miles.
they
I'm the
ask you
DJ.
for more dinner rolls?
Nah. So then check this out.
Did they ask you?
One of the dudes. Everyone was
sure
cool.
you sitting at the right table?
One of the
Or anybody working the wedding can sit out.
Everyone was cool. I had my mind right on a suit. I didn't look like how I dressed to the club. I had on a suit. I like whatever.
What suit did you have on?
I had like this.
You did like a penguin joint?
Nah. I had like this like dark gray suit.
Okay,
all right.
With a matching toe bag.
Yeah. That's what they never.
So when I sit down, everyone's cool.
Walked in with a nice gray suit and a Whole Foods toe bag.
Trader Joe's.
What is it? Ready to DJ?
One of the dudes was like, "Wait, hold on, I'm not sitting with the help."
Wow.
They said that?
Yeah.
In front
Wait,
of you?
Yes.
What?
As a joke?
Oh, no, he was dead serious. Like he looked upset, and then like he kind of like
shit.
laughed, but everyone was like so embarrassed. They're like, "Oh shit! Like we can't believe he just said that."
Because you're the DJ?
Yeah, and obviously.
Oh shit!
It was just a weird moment, and his wife looked at me and she was like, "I'm so sorry." And
White
then she
dude?
turned to him and started like, she was like, "Why would you like? What are you doing? Like, why would you say that?"
Damn it, bro.
And it was like for about 10 seconds I saw red, and I wanted to go off.
Knowing you, I'm surprised you didn't fuck him up.
But it's my boy's wedding, and obviously I'm playing the music. I still have to play the music after, and I'm imagining everyone at the table expected me to go off. So I just kind of chuckled, and I walked away. And then his wife came and apologized. And my boy came. The wife told my boy what happened. And they actually removed him from the table. And when I came back to sit down, it was still a little weird. But everyone was like, yo, like, we don't feel how he feels. We apologize he even said that. It was disrespectful. And we hope, like, it doesn't ruin the night. But, yeah, he was dead serious, bro. Like, he was like, yo.
I'm
like
not sitting with
he was
the
like
help.
he looked like
crazy.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
he was
man.
like, I'm not sitting with the help.
Never would have acted a fool.
I know, I would've.
Never would have stabbed it. Never would have stabbed it with a fork.
I would have definitely had done something, man.
Yeah.
More power to you, G.
All I thought about
I'm mad right now, and I wasn't even there.
all I could think about was like, this is my boy's wedding.
But what
man.
was his position?
He was
pretty high up.
Yeah.
That's scary.
yeah,
Was he like 50 and 50s?
probably
60s?
like mid-50s, pushing almost 60.
Wow, man.
Like salt and pepper hair. Like he, you know.
So where did they move him to?
Should we get like a police sketch artist in this motherfucker?
No, they him and his wife just moved to another table, and they had two other people come and sit in.
Wow.
His wife looked good. She was younger.
She was older. They were both older.
For real.
That's
I
some
think
really racist shit. man.
It hurt me because I was like,
When you were DJing, were they doing like the Charleston?
nah.
I want some old school.
It pissed me off, and I was hurt because I'm like, is she apologizing because he said it out loud, and they really feel that way, or is she apologizing because of what he said, and it's embarrassing for him to even say some shit like that? You know what I mean? It's like you never know where people.
Well,
really
let's
think.
go in the mentality of this person, right?
Yeah.
He's probably thinking he probably doesn't distinguish you as
an
an artist or creative.
Yeah.
He sees a DJ at the same like surface level, or as you know, a waiter, a busboy, or whatever. But in the same respects, there's nothing wrong with being a busboy or a waiter or anything like that. But yeah, it would be weird if the busboy just kind of sat down and started eating with.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, man. I mean, but
You know
he wasn't. I mean, this reminds me of what's that? The movie, The Green Book.
Yeah.
It's like some Green Book 2020.
Yeah.
Remember, he couldn't like sit down in a restaurant at the places or the venues he was performing at.
Yeah.
He couldn't sit down and eat.
Right.
Because they didn't want no blacks
exactly. Yeah, like
he was good. It was cool for him to perform.
You're
for
good
the
enough
audience.
to perform, but you're not enough
good enough to sit down and eat.
Yeah. Intermingle with us.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You were the Gray Book.
Wow, man.
You know, and that's what I was thinking. I'm in my mind. I'm like, okay, he doesn't see me as a peer, and everyone at this table he could probably have peer level conversations with, and here I am. He's looking at me as like maybe I'm a couple of levels beneath him.
Okay, another question: was you the only black person at that table?
I was probably the only black person at the wedding.
Wow. So here's a good.
I take that back. There was a few couples,
but at that table,
yeah,
it was just you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
wait, I thought you're sorry.
Here's another question: how did you walk up to the table? Did you just walk up and sit down?
Nah, my boy actually that got
He
married.
introduced you.
He escorted me to the table.
Oh, see, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, he escorted me to the table. But he didn't introduce me to everyone. He just was like, "Yo, this is your seat," and then I just kind of like said my name to a couple of people surrounding my seat.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Hey, my name's D Miles. I'm a DJ." Blah blah blah. And maybe like a split couple seconds later, he was like, "Wait a minute!" Like almost like, "What are you doing sitting here?" And he like it looked like he wanted to call for like the wedding planner. Like, I'm not sitting with the help.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And
That is fucking nuts.
Now, if you said it in a joking way, would you have laughed?
A part of me, as a release, wanted to laugh, to kind of like blow off the steam.
I could see myself saying that to a DJ, but I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I don't
like kind of breaking balls.
But you're not white.
You're a minority, bro.
You're a minority too, man.
So a white person can't make a joke?
I mean, that's kind of offensive, man.
Nah, because they've always been.
If he was like,
yeah,
wait a second, I'm not sitting with the help, and he laughed, and he's like, hey, let's do a shot, would you be like, that was cool?
Be like, okay, master.
Or would you still be like, you racist motherfucker?
But that's different.
Like, return.
No, I see what you're saying. That's different.
But it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
The guy wasn't joking. He was dead serious.
I understand that, but I'm saying, I'm taking devil's advocate.
If he would have said that, I would have still been taken back for a second.
Yeah.
And I'd been like, all right, it's all good.
See, I'm trying to think as an Asian person, if I was sat down and he said, I'm not sitting with the help, I would have made a joke back.
Me too.
And I'd be like, well, I can get more dinner rolls for you guys. I would have been like, joking. You know what I mean? But when it's a table of like all middle-aged white guys, I guess you have to be more sensitive.
And I was so thrown off
that
that I couldn't even, my wit, I just couldn't, nothing kicked in. Like, I was so thrown off, bro. Like, it took me a minute to even process that he had really said it out loud. Yeah, and then when he said it, I had to like...
You want to be like, Inglewood, motherfucker.
Nipsey Hussle, nigga.
What was that shit What was that shit in High Learning? You gonna die. With Omar Epps.
You gonna die. You gonna die.
Yeah. With Omar Epps beat the shit out of
Nipsey Hussle.
Mike Rappaport, right?
Yeah.
You gonna die.
When he had Mike,
Right.
Remy. Yeah, Remy on the ground.
Yeah, Remy. Was he sitting across from you or to your right?
No, so if I'm never, his wife is crooked, and then he's...
I'm the racist?
Yes.
He was right next to you.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So he told you straight up to your face like this.
So
you should have touched him.
Like I literally introduced myself to the wife, and I actually went to go introduce myself to him, and he was like, "Wait a minute, like
I'm not sitting with the help." Bro, I would have snuffed him.
I would have touched him.
The whole quad, like you could probably hear a pin drop.
No, like
at
you
that
gotta like
table.
grab his, like kind of grab his shoulder a little, like aggressively.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you don't mean that. And be like, yeah. It's like, yo, you can sit down.
Oh man. Nah, but you know what? To this day, I didn't tell my boy. I couldn't bring myself to tell him on his day. You know what I'm saying?
If he's listening to the podcast,
he's
my man.
Now.
He's
let us know his name.
That day,
the dude's wife told him, right?
I'm sorry. Say
the dude's wife told him, didn't he?
He told your boy that, no? You said the wife told your boy.
They got receipted, right?
Yeah, no, but the wedding planner did that.
Because
I think the wife, like, she must have felt really embarrassed, and they kind of just walked away and I think had a talk.
So that dude didn't even say anything to you after.
No, he didn't even acknowledge me.
So that means he really meant it.
Yeah,
of course he meant it.
He meant it from the jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he definitely didn't acknowledge me. But the wife did come back and she was like, "Look, I'm really sorry. Like, I really apologize." And then after the couple left, everyone at the table was cool.
Everybody was like kissing your ass, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you so sorry. We don't agree with him.
You're one of us.
We don't agree with Tom. We don't agree with Tom and Karen.
I never liked Charles.
Have
you seen the new Power? Are they trying to like relate to you?
Who killed Ghost?
Are you excited about the new Bad Boys?
Who you think killed Ghost?
No, but you know what's funny is that
I'm so excited about the new Bad Boys coming out.
They actually no bullshit. No bullshit.
I know Tommy didn't kill Ghost.
They really started asking me about hip hop music, like trying to like be cool. Like, well, what do you think about that new Drake? Like it was just, it got weird.
That's fucking odd, man.
Yeah, man.
Who shot Ghost?
I know it could have been Tommy. They was good friends,
right?
Tommy, he wouldn't do that.
Oh man, but yeah, that was.
What a oh my god.
How's the food?
Food was amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
food was good. Yeah, it was at a hotel in Century City.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like when your boy's wedding, you got to take the L because there's so much stress going on, man.
Yeah.
I'm shooting a joke back though.
That's where my head was at. I'm like, I'm not gonna ruin their special day by.
But I would have said something. No, I would have said something afterwards. Yeah. Yo, by the way, that motherfucker right there.
To be honest, you would have been drunk too. You would have.
I would have been. Yeah,
you would have said something on.
I probably would have said something to.
At the end of the night, you would have said something on the mic.
I literally after the dinner, I forgot about it.
Except for that racist motherfucker over there.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Literally after the dinner, I started DJing and I just forgot. I started drinking and I just forgot about it, man.
That's good, man. You got to take the racist L sometimes.
I know, man.
The racism out.
Well, I was thinking I took the high road. Maybe he'll take that in like for future. No, like I'm like you can't expect people to act a certain way because you say some dumb shit. Like I could have he probably expected me to act crazy.
Yeah.
Or expected me to like
you
come
would
at
have proven
him.
his point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But instead of I try to take the high road and just be cool.
You always got to take the high road, man. You always got to do it,
especially in situations like that.
Yeah. I feel like no one takes the high road anymore.
They should.
I feel like everyone.
It's because it's probably ego a lot of times,
so emotional
right?
nowadays.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
No one takes the high road. No one just walks away.
I do that shit. I walk away from shit. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, not today.
Yeah.
But like when I look back, in the civil rights movement, especially like with Martin Luther King, since Martin Luther King Jr. Day just passed.
Yeah.
His what do you call it? His act of just being peaceful and nonviolent. Like, do you think that would ever work in this day and age? That kind of, you know what I mean? Protesting? No. I don't think it would work.
It wouldn't have an effect. So it wouldn't work.
Yeah, the level, the level of selflessness to protest nonviolently like that, for a cause, and to get your ass beat and abused like that. I mean,
and arrested.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people can have the discipline and
they're not going
the strength to do
nowadays.
That. No, I just think it's crazy. Yeah. But I think you did exactly the right thing.
Yeah,
and I think I think it's dope that you didn't even tell your boy.
I couldn't.
Yeah. Are you gonna tell him now?
I mean, he's probably gonna know.
But like
he's gonna hear this.
He's listening to this. He's gonna know now.
Yeah,
he's gonna be like eating cereal. He's gonna be like, at my wedding this happened.
Yeah, man. It was just one of them things where I was just like, yeah, this is something I could just keep to myself until the right time. And then weeks have passed and I just couldn't do it, man.
It's weird though. Like, what if if I had a wedding and I knew one of my executives or maybe someone I was working with did that to a friend of mine? Like, how difficult would it be to work with that person?
Yeah, it wouldn't be. Yeah,
really
difficult.
And that's what made me, in my head, ask the question: is this how this table feels, or are they just embarrassed that he said it out loud?
Honestly, I feel like they was embarrassed he said it out loud.
Yeah, I feel like
because they can't judge everybody like they're all one.
And I didn't want to judge the entire
even though you would love to do it, even though it would be the most simplest thing to do, right?
It
just
would,
to group everyone in a.
It would. I mean, and especially at that time, you mad from the get go. It's just like you think, damn, this whole table probably feel that way about me.
Yeah.
But a part of me felt bad for him because it's obviously he doesn't have anyone in his circle that's maybe not white, and maybe he doesn't interact with anyone outside of his immediate circle that is white. So he's probably just in a bubble, and that's just what he knows, and he's speaking on what he knows, which doesn't make it right. But I just think that a part of me just felt bad. He's not interacting with anyone other than, probably no Asians in his circle, no Latinos, no blacks, working obviously maybe for the label that he works for, but not on his level. So
that's insane.
Yeah.
What label was it?
You can't say it. It's Grammy weekend, bro.
I'll tell you off there.
All right,
it's Grammy weekend.
It's Grammy weekend. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna get invited to the Grammy.
We're not invited.
I know, right? We get chill. Yeah.
Imagine that.
It's Grammy weekend.
Let's talk about something uplifting.
What's that?
Never, you know about this? The Biggie Smalls, Whitney Houston being inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's dope.
That's a big deal, man.
So the vote went through.
It went through, yeah.
And it had to go through.
Biggie made it, right?
Biggie made it.
Whitney
made it. Houston made it.
What a travesty. Tupac has already.
He did it. He made it like 2 years ago.
What a travesty if Biggie didn't make it.
But you know what? This is the first year he was eligible to be nominated.
How do you get eligible? Do you know?
You have to have a record out 25 years from the time you are able to be nominated.
Oh, okay.
When did Ready to Die come out? 93? 94?
Well, his first record came out, Bullshit and Party came out in
92?
93, 94, something like that.
Okay. Yeah,
so this is the first year he was eligible to be.
Hear me and Crooked being ignorant saying, why Biggie never got nominated?
That's why, yeah. So this is his first year, so he's in.
So Pac had music out before him, huh?
Digital Underground.
Yeah, Digital Underground, yeah.
And Me Against the World.
Yeah. Why so long for Whitney? Because she had music out in the mid-'80s.
Well, you get nominated, but it's kind of hard. It's like everybody that gets nominated, they don't get inducted. So, and actually, this is the first year she was nominated.
Really?
Which is weird, yeah.
That is kind of crazy.
Dude, that is nuts. Whitney Houston? Come on.
Well, you know what? Mariah Carey is not in it.
Was the Writers Hall of Fame, though, right? Is the writers?
No, Mariah is inducted into the writers. This is the Rock and Roll Hall
the
of
Rock
Fame.
and Roll.
Yeah.
My fault. Okay, I thought it was writers. I'm like, I don't know how much she wrote, but
So yeah, it's there's a lot of artists that haven't been inducted yet.
Yeah.
Every year they get nominated, and it's the people, the fans, and what is it? The
committee?
The committee, yeah. Okay. The committee, yeah, they choose who's get inducted. So so yeah, we got Biggie
That's
inducted
great.
and Whitney inducted.
also somebody's getting inducted to the Hall of Fame, which is Derek Jeter, your own Yankee.
Oh well, you know what? Let me finish with the rock and roll. So next year, no, let's talk about this because we in 2020.
Yeah.
So who you think would be inducted? Like which artist now that's hot you think might be inducted
25 years.
25 years from now, or 20 years from now?
The Baby.
You think so?
I don't know. I'm just fucking.
No, you know what? Because I was thinking about this, and it's
Drake
weird
for sure. Off the top.
Other than Drake and Beyonce,
Cole.
Yeah.
I would say Cole.
you think?
Yeah, I would think
I don't
Cole.
know.
I would say Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars
Maybe
is another
Bruno
one.
definitely.
How much do you guarantee that they're gonna have to change the name of that? Rock
They
and
do
Roll Hall
because
of Fame?
when it started, it was supposed to be for like at the time pop music was like the biggest music in the world, and this is like back in '87.
Yeah.
So now hip hop is the #1 genre of music.
I like
they're
that
gonna
it
have to
says.
change that name.
I like that it says
think
rock
so?
and roll. I like that.
They might have to, yeah.
Nah, because
To
it
just-
sounds very dated,
It is
and it sounds
Definitely.
very like from an old time.
definitely.
What would you call it?
It's just because it should just be music.
Yeah.
It should just be
Yeah.
music, as you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You can't. It's
Music Hall
It's
of Fame?
already somewhat a racist. It seems racist already. You know what I mean? Just
rock
like
and roll.
rock and roll. Like it's only us.
I don't know.
Because people don't view rock and roll as black music, even though
It
it
was,
was
yeah.
black music
First,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people are like, a lot of certain white people, their way of being subtly racist is saying that's not rock and roll.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So that's the problem with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I know.
Do
No,
you understand
you're
what I'm
absolutely
saying,
right.
They're gonna have to change. There's no way in 10 years from now they're not gonna change the name of that. They're gonna
I
have
always
to
thought
change
it was
the name.
weird when I would hear like, "Oh, Run DMC got inducted to the Rock and Roll
But
Hall
it-
of Fame." I'm like, that just doesn't sound.
But
right.
it's all they did have like one of the first
Yeah.
hip hop rock
Right.
records.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
the
To cross
Aerosmith
over.
joint,
So so
yeah.
and they was like trailblazers for hip hop.
Wasn't the Rock Box had like mad guitar solos?
That was
all
another
over?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
But
can
I
see
think
that.
definitely Bruno Mars. I would probably
Beyonce-
say
There's actually
one.
like 5 hip hop artists that's inducted. That's in the Rock and Roll Hall of
There's
Fame.
NWA's in there, right?
Yeah, NWA's in there.
NWA, Grandmaster Flash in the Furious 5,
Nice.
Run DMC, Beastie Boys, and Tupac.
wow.
Okay.
And now Biggie's I
Nah,
think.
Biggie.
Very,
Biggie.
very limited.
And then next year, Jay-Z is eligible. So I'm pretty
He's
sure he's
getting
gonna be in there.
Yeah,
the
Jigga
first year.
has to be in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
What do you
he seems too
mean?
young to be inducted. Is he even 50 yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He turned
he
50.
is.
He
Yeah.
just turned 50.
Last year,
Yeah.
2019.
I don't see the reason why he wouldn't.
I
get
could see
in.
definitely.
I would wait.
Yeah.
If I was in
Nah.
his team, I would wait
Yo, but Biggie
because it's almost like you're washed
Biggie's
Dude,
Biggie
come
would have
on.
been 48.
Not
huh?
really, man.
a little bit.
No, not really. I
I
don't
would
think
wait
so,
10
man.
years,
No.
man.
Like you mean like if he gets inducted, it's like his career's over?
No, you know what? Michael Jackson was inducted. He was like in his 30s. He was inducted before that, but because he got inducted twice.
Oh, really?
With the Jackson 5 and as a solo artist.
Okay, maybe I don't know
That's
what I'm
kind of
talking
ill
about.
that he got inducted twice.
Really?
Damn,
Yeah.
they double backed. They say,
Wow.
another one.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking. Yeah, I don't know. What
And
I'm
also, I
talking
feel like in 2 years, Eminem is definitely going to be inducted.
about. Of course.
Yeah, no
So-
doubt.
But yeah,
Well,
after that,
as far as changing the name, I think
They're gonna have
it
to do
probably has
something.
I
Because
think you're absolutely right. man.
Everyone's so sensitive. They're gonna find a way to change the
Hell
name.
yeah,
You
I
know
agree.
that.
Yeah, mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, well, Biggie would have been 48.
48.
I mean, 49.
49.
He's 48 right now being inducted. So
Well,
it's not
honestly,
that
I
too
feel
young.
like if Biggie and Tupac was still alive, I don't think they would have been inducted right away.
I really have. I love Tupac, but I see Tupac not being inducted right away. I think Biggie would have.
They would have been nominated, but I don't think they would have got inducted
I think
as
Biggie
soon as
would.
they did.
Biggie ran
If there was-
differently than
What's
Pac.
do you know the criteria of being inducted? Like what you have to
We
meet
just
certain
said.
standards?
Yeah, I said it. You have to have a record 25 years old.
That's it.
Are you
You have to-
surprised that like Will Smith isn't?
I mean, yeah.
That's why I was asking. Like, does it? It's like album
I
sales
don't
a
know,
part of
man.
it. Like,
I don't
certain
want
shit?
to-
It's the impact you've made in the genre of music you
Yeah,
release.
I mean, he won the first Grammy.
Yeah, but
Like,
But he haven't really impacted music wise.
Summertime.
He had to stop doing music and started doing movies. So.
I just think that it could be up for consideration.
nah.
Where did Will Smith come out? of your mouth from?
No, because I was thinking about the criteria. And I was just in my mind. I was just thinking about '90s rappers. I was thinking about
There's so many '90s rappers that I could think of though.
Yeah, but Will Smith was huge.
I would have gave it to Rakim before Will Smith. I'll tell you that.
I don't even think Rakim would never get inducted.
Yeah, I know, but I would give it to Rakim before.
Will Smith is clean cut. I could see him getting
Big Daddy Kane.
But what have he? I mean, I don't.
What have he done for us lately?
Bad Boys for Life.
As far as he had hits, he won a Grammy.
He had like 5 hits.
He had a good, small hit, a decent run, but
he had a good mid-90s
not
run.
to make it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's a rough one though. Definitely Drake. I could see Cole. I could see Kendrick.
I could see Cole. Kendrick definitely.
too.
Yeah. But who else? Even R&B singers, Bruno Mars, but
Yeah, I can see Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, but
I don't see it though.
You see, Chris Brown is living like Tupac, so
But
that's
if you
gonna be
think it's
difficult.
because of his past,
Yes.
Definitely, yeah. He's not. Yeah, no way.
that's tough, man.
You have to have kind of a level of crossover
Exactly.
appeal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not only that.
So you think
You know
Bruno,
who might be able to?
Who?
I could be wrong, but like someone from the South, like a T.I., a
There
Ludacris.
is Outkast.
Outkast.
I could definitely
Yeah.
see
Outkast.
Outkast,
Yeah.
for sure.
Outkast would be perfect.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely.
Ludacris would be dope.
I could see Ludacris
Yeah.
because Ludacris had.
Eminem's already in there or no?
No,
I think
he's
he's a
not
shoo-in.
eligible yet. Maybe like in 2 years.
97.
He came out in
He's,
99,
yeah, Eminem's a shoe in. I think.
Okay.
98 or 99, something like
Yeah, I
that.
think,
Y'all want to talk about new? Speaking of Eminem,
Yeah.
did you guys? Well, let's talk about new music. Did you guys listen to the Eminem album?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
horrible.
Wait
Yo,
a minute.
Me and Never have become the best of friends because we have the same mental.
Wait a minute.
Same shit. He's just stopped.
Yeah, he should
I
stop
actually-
making
that-
music.
I liked
He should
it.
Stop making
That Young
you
and May
that?
shit was dope though.
That's the
That-
only one that I
That
like.
kind of got me a little amped. I was like, oh shit.
So he started rapping.
And then he came on. I was like, oh man.
I ain't gonna lie, I liked it. The intro was dope. Was it Premonition?
I don't
The
know.
first.
You
and
want to
then
get it ready?
The track with Young and May. I'm not gonna lie, the production on that beat and everything on that, I liked
I mean,
it.
she came off.
Yeah,
She
she
came
sounded
off.
really good.
Yeah.
Yo, she's one of my favorite rappers
I mean, I think that's the only track I like on that whole.
Why?
album.
Why isn't she a bigger artist?
because
Why she needs?
I don't know.
she
man.
never really pushed shit out like that.
She
bro.
needs to put a
Yeah.
song. She needs to write producer.
No, we talked
bro.
about this before. She doesn't have a formula with her music. Like she doesn't have
Yeah.
hooks that are catchy. Like she's a dope rapper.
She's so sick.
You know what
She
she should just keep doing? She should do the Missy
Freestyles.
Elliott shit. She should just do feature after feature. She should just be on features, just feature. All right, she's nasty. Let's go to the Eminem part now.
one time.
Let's go to the Eminem part. Yo, there's a market that wants to hear that, right? I don't want to hear that personally,
Of course not.
but there's a market.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
that's-
Because I saw a lot of motherfuckers, like Peter Rosenberg was like, this is the best album.
It's Peter Rosenberg.
He
brother.
said that for every
What did-
Eminem
what did I
album.
say?
Every album Eminem drops.
He always says that shit. It's
Did I
Peter
say
Rosenberg.
Peter Rosenberg?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter Rosenberg.
He was like, he was sucking that album's dick.
Of course. He did that for the last
He's
one.
on the
too.
payroll for Shady, right?
Is he?
Paul Rosenberg doesn't he
Okay,
work
that's
for
two
him?
No,
different people.
Peter Rosenberg is
No, who's Eminem?
97.
Who's
Paul.
Eminem?
Paul.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but he's the head of Def Jam.
That's
yeah.
what,
No,
isn't he?
Peter is the guy from Hot 97.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying Paul. I'm saying Paul pays him.
Paul and Peter and Paul.
Peter
Is it Paul? Is it Paul?
Double
Rosen,
P's.
is it Paul Rosenberg?
Paul Rosenberg is the label head.
That's what I'm saying.
He pays Peter, you saying.
And that's what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and that's why Peter is like sucking Eminem's.
I don't know. Listen, I can live with another. I said this shit once, and I'll say it again. I can live without Eminem albums for the rest
Wait,
of my
play
life.
the really bad one with Ed Sheeran,
Dude, he keeps.
where he was talking about like
Is that what we're
buying
talking about?
like fucking the cocktail waitresses and going to strip clubs. This shit is
Really?
crazy.
Oh, it's called Those Kind of Nights.
With Ed Sheeran, he's talking about
And
fucking
then Sharon's
cocktail
one of my
waitresses.
favorites. Go ahead.
Bizarre is trying to get a lap dance.
Or for Xanax.
Why is he trying? Why is he throwing? How
Have you
bizarre?
seen what Bizarre looks like right now, yo? Bizarre is trying to get a lap dance. What?
From Xanax.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Eminem, he should stop doing albums.
I'm with you.
Maybe he could drop like singles or whatever, appear on somebody's record, but he needs to chill with making these albums.
Just call it a day.
You know what the beautiful thing about this day and age is?
What's that?
Is that there's a market for this. That's the thing, is that he should continue to make albums because there is a huge market that actually likes this.
Yes, the guys that wear jean shorts and Osiris shoes.
And it's not bad. Like I felt like I haven't given Eminem a chance with his last few albums, but this one I was like, okay, like
you liked it.
I liked it. I liked the first half, and then I felt like after that it was a lot
like
of
too
venting.
many songs in that album.
He started talking about his dad a lot and venting, and it was just kind of
6 out of 10 for me, buddy.
But
6, I think
you gave it
high.
6.
That's kind of high, man.
I
gave it 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 6 out of 10. I like the Young M.A., the Juice WRLD, and by default, I like the one with Slaughterhouse without Joe Budden.
Hey, if I can't play anything in the club, I don't care about it.
I know, I feel the same
way. If I can't play one song out of there in the club, I don't really care about an album, to be honest with you.
The Premonition joined, and when I heard the Young M.A., I was like, damn, this sounds
Young M.A. just dope. She put a snippet out to one of her freestyles, and again, she just coming with those bars.
Let's talk about the new Eminem. Rest in peace to Mac Miller.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How was his Circles album?
I only listened to it once. It's right where the other one left off.
It's good.
So it was, I don't know if you guys heard the concept of the album. The first one is called Swimming. And the second one, the one that just got released, is
Swimming
called Circles. Swimming in Circles. Part A, kind of part B situation. Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
It's nothing you can play in the club, honestly, but it's some cool, like, play around the crib type of shit. Very instrumental.
Frank Ocean shit.
A little bit.
He's doing a lot of singing, right?
A lot of singing, a lot of instrumentation.
Who helped to finish this album? Like, what's his name?
Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak.
He was involved with some of it, I'm sure. He was last couple of his days here. He was working with John Mayer a lot, so there's a lot of good shit out of it. But they're still saying there's a ton more music of his, which is great. If we get another one like the Divine Feminine album, which is the more kind of doo-woppy joint where Anderson .Paak was kind of featured a lot, that'd be great.
So he has more material.
Yeah, he has a lot more material.
I'm always embarrassed that I didn't listen to Mac Miller.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man.
But this is I look at Mac Miller like how I look at the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Because every time I hear a song from the Jonas Brothers and every time I hear a song from Mac Miller, it's not bad.
No,
it's good.
No, it's not bad.
Even like when I hear a song from the Jonas Brothers, I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, well, how come I didn't hear more about this shit?
It doesn't get to you, but yeah, he was great. He was great.
But I don't feel like the urgency or the need to go and listen to a Jonas Brother album or a Mac Miller album. But I got to make an effort to listen to Mac Miller.
Well, the thing about Mac Miller, not that he struggled, but he was very backpacky.
In the beginning,
and then he found his sound, which was in the Divine Feminine album from 2016, and it just after that he kind of found his pocket. And
when did he have the reality show?
It's like 2013.
Because that's when I started paying attention to him. I was like, who is this dude with his own show? And I don't know any of his music. And it made me go listen to his music. And I was
early on.
I didn't even know he had a reality
show. Didn't Lord Finesse sue him?
Sue him because he took a sample over the digging in the crates or whatever.
Yeah.
He did one of those. He took one of the instrumentals and then he got sued.
That's like when I first started hearing about him.
Yeah, but that's like 2009.
Taking music from a black man without paying a black man.
Okay. He was
his fee.
Okay.
I'm joking, man.
He's just being an asshole.
We're all still
I'm
fuming
still
from the wedding.
The wedding. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why that came up.
R.I.P. Mac Miller, but yeah.
Jesus, yeah. Speaking of another album, No Requests, with Stretch Armstrong and Bobbito and the M19's band.
I haven't got a chance to that.
Can you cue it up? There's some dope shit in there, man. It's like a Buena Vista social club meets like a bunch of breakbeats and old school classics, R&B.
Yeah.
They had like a Souls of Mischief, right? They had like a Souls of Mischief cover that they did.
They cover like The Mexican by Baby Ruth. Yeah. That's like a classic hip hop b-boy record. Mm-hmm. They covered The Police, Voices Inside My Head.
Yeah.
Sister Nancy,
Shaka Khan, I Know You, I Love You, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. And actually, the first DJ I ever heard play it in a club was Goldfinger. Shout out to Goldfinger.
Oh yeah,
Lotus. Man. Yeah, he played that shit prime time at Lotus.
Oh man,
But I mean, you can't beat the original.
Nah, not at all. You can't. You Chaka Khan, man. No way.
Yeah, but I enjoyed this album because I was like working and I was doing shit, and it was like something I enjoyed listening to. You know what I mean?
7.
There's like other shit that they did, like
they covered Stevie Wonder.
Mm-hmm. If I saw this on tour, I would enjoy it a lot, though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think I think that's the beauty in it. Is that you gotta hear this shit live, and I don't think the recordings are really doing justice.
That could be true. As good as.
But I like this. I like the compilation.
It's cool.
That they
It's
did.
cool.
I thought it was very.
Love the effort.
I thought it was really classy.
It was definitely.
You know what I mean? I thought what they did.
It's something I wasn't expecting from them.
I thought that was ambitious for them to redo "I Know You, I Love You." To be honest,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, like that's kind of ballsy to redo
But it's
that
stretch.
song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of.
No, but I think it was a great compilation.
You know what's cool? Also, like what's Stevie Wonder song they covered?
But it was the same one that John Legend covered.
I know, but before they played the song, they had Stevie Wonder on the album, and they asked Stevie
Don't
Wonder.
you worry about a thing.
No.
Yeah, they recovered.
No, not that one.
They covered that one too, though.
It's entwined in that song, but then you still love me, baby.
Oh yeah,
that's the song they covered. But before they played that song, they had Stevie Wonder on the record, and they asked him, "How do you feel about people covering your songs? Do you like it?" He said, "Absolutely." A question I will not answer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then they went into the song
because it depends on whether it came out good or
exactly.
not.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, I can't. No arguments there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I thought that was definitely a good thing to stream if you was
something cool to listen to, something a little different.
You know what I'm saying?
Have a shorty over a little bit.
You know. I don't know about that. Yeah, I think
if I'm on a road trip or if I'm driving from here to LA or something like that.
I don't even know if it's good.
That's something I would listen to on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
I would do that, while I'm cooking, while I have some guests
over. Clean the house up.
You like groove a little bit.
Thanksgiving cooking. Yeah.
What do you call it? Let's talk about some new music then.
Okay. What's up?
Y'all heard this new Nez and Schoolboy Q?
I love it.
No, I saw you.
I love it. I actually put it on one of our stories weeks back. No one caught it. Yeah.
Wow.
And you know I love Schoolboy Q.
What's the BPM on that?
109.
Yeah,
that's nice.
It reminds me of.
I think it'll actually sound better at 120.
Yeah.
I think it'll sound better at 116 or 118.
It reminds me of Kanye West on Fade.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I got that same energy.
Yeah,
I love that record.
That's a dope record.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's I saw it on Twitter, the video, right?
Twitter,
and it just got like all these DJs were like, what is this?
Yes.
Did this just come out?
Yeah,
2-3 weeks ago. Because I put it on one of our stories on Instagram, and I was like, I gotta put it on this shit.
Tight. I like
shit is
it.
dope. Yeah. Hella Neck is popping on the West, right? That new Carnage. And,
and OGZ and Tiger. By the way, keep your ear out for Shoreline Mafia. They're kind of like the next.
Yo, they blowing up.
Yeah, it's been out for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
it's good. But Shoreline Mafia, which is OGZ's group that he's in.
Have we talked about Shoreline Mafia before?
Really roughly. I kind of have one of the songs that
we talked about it with
Homicide.
Yeah, Homicide.
This is one of the songs that
is it Wings?
Yes.
Yeah. Why is this popping? Because it sounds like everything.
It sounds like a Tiger record.
Yeah.
Well, that's
without him rapping, but the beat.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like when I would land in Burbank and the Uber would take me to like the hotel.
Yeah.
And they'd be playing some shit on the radio and I'd be like, God damn, LA radio's the worst.
Yeah. This is Bands by
I'm good.
They're from LA. The Shoreline Mafia.
Sounds
you think
so
that's gonna
Bay
pop?
Area, bro.
Sounds so Bay Area.
You think it's gonna pop?
It's catching some buzz. When you play it out and like when I play in an arena, it fucking goes off. The kids love fucking Shoreline Mafia.
Okay. If I have to play it, I will play it.
Yeah, play it.
So like the songs that we need to get is Bands, Wings and Hella Neck.
Hella Neck. Just get in that little pocket. You're good. You could.
By the way, I'm not shitting on it.
No, you could also do. One sec. You can also do Musty and None Major. There's other two songs that
you probably don't need those, but you know, Bands and Wings are pretty Hella Neck.
Yeah, they're coming up.
What's this other joint? Have you guys been playing the Diplo joint On My Mind?
No.
I like it.
Ooh, baby, I love the way.
I played this shit and it was hitting, boy. It was hitting. 123 BPM.
That's a good lane.
By the way, I was out in LA. Did you guys ever hear the song called Orange Soda?
I talked about that the last time. That was popping in New York.
Yeah.
We talked about that. I played it, and you guys were like, we don't know what this is.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That song is fucking major in LA.
It's been crazy. On Spotify for a minute. It's been on the Rap Caviar list for a minute, bro.
Yeah. That shit is nuts to me. Like, the radio's playing it. It's like the top second song.
You don't remember when we played this? This was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
I was talking about it. Remember talking about music in New York that they're not really popping out here, but it's popping over there? That was
I go through all the podcasts and hours of you guys. I fucking forget.
Actually, he's from Las Vegas.
Oh, is he?
Really?
It's Baby Keem, right?
Baby
Keem.
Keem.
Oh, for real? He's from Vegas?
At first, I thought he was from New York, but nah, he's from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Damn, how come it should be bigger out here then?
I know. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Yo, that's kind of nuts, man.
Orange Soda,
that a dude like that could be that popping in Vegas.
Yeah.
And ain't no Vegas DJs know about that shit.
That shows a lot about the culture in the city.
Yeah.
We got to push this.
Yeah.
Baby Keem, Orange Soda.
What was the song that you said was popping? The Death by Trippie and the Baby?
Yeah, I like that song. It's called Death by Trippie and the Baby.
Yeah, let me look that.
I got it.
You guys playing this other joint? Okay. You got it ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is he saying you gonna die?
Yeah.
Can someone make a transition with the Omar Epps and High Learning?
Michael Rappaport.
You gonna die! You gonna die! You gonna die!
You guys playing it? Stunner from Vegas?
Yeah, I've heard of him before.
I'm not exactly where he's from, but that's the dude's name, Stunner from Vegas. He has a song with the Baby. Stunner for Vegas?
For Vegas.
Vegas.
Which one? Animal Sticks or Do That?
It's with the Baby?
Try Do That?
I think it's Do That.
All right, D, you out, man.
Yeah. I got it on my laptop, but it's actually...
What you got, Kirk?
Yeah, because it reminds me of that other joint we were just talking about earlier, the Whoa.
Yeah. I love that song.
You too love that song.
Crypto 9050?
Yeah, 9095.
Sounds like a Windows 98 program.
Yeah. Okay, you gotta stop.
We up here looking crazy.
I'm not putting that shit on the video.
That's right.
I'm not putting that on the video.
That's gonna be on the video. I'm gonna zoom in.
Crazy.
Black that shit out when
I'm gonna zoom in and shake
when
the
this
camera.
part of the podcast come on. Just black that.
We're
part
zooming
out.
into everybody. Every time
We're
a
not
whoa,
doing that
it goes into a different way.
By the way, Never's doing like an uppercut.
I was, yeah. Like I was hitting somebody. Whoa.
He's still not over the wedding.
But yo, TikTok has been like the move for like new music lately, right?
Dude, I can't. If you're a grown ass man, you have TikTok. I can't take you seriously, man.
I mean,
I'm still a kid.
No, you're not. You dirty, bro.
You dirty, man. You ain't a fucking kid, man.
But that song Roxanne got big on TikTok.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good song though. That's a good pop song.
You like? I don't like
Whoa
that
is
song.
a good song too.
Never, you don't like that song?
Whoa, no, man. Only Roxanne I know is Police and UTFO.
Give me a quick whoa right now.
Yeah.
Whoa. There has to be like a new game where no matter where we are, if I say you got to do the whoa, you got to do it.
Like just on the spot.
Yeah, like you could be talking to a chick and be like, "Yo, give me a whoa." And you're like,
No.
no, you're like you at a funeral, like, "Yo, give me a quick whoa."
No, it's not like give me a quick. Just say the word whoa. So whoever's by you needs to do it.
You need to count it down so you can do it though.
Whoa.
Give me a quick whoa.
Whoa in 3.
Whoa in 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
That's the name of the episode. Whoa.
What do you call it? Life is good.
What? Okay. Wait. I want to
working.
speak to this.
Right.
What's the better part of the song?
I mean, Drake,
right?
of course. I mean, but that's not even an argument, man.
But everybody was saying Future made the song.
I can argue because I over the weekend I skipped straight to the Future verse.
I like the Future part better.
Really?
It hit.
Yeah.
Wait, can we agree that this is not top tier Drake Future music?
No, of course not.
Nah.
But is this the state of music that we are treating this like?
I mean, that's how bad it is right now. Yeah,
Yes.
because there's nothing
Because
good.
last year was
we're
Because
thirsty.
this would have been
music.
album filler. This would have been album filler 100%.
This is an interlude.
We're thirsty for music right now. So this is.
Yeah. But that just shows like there's a drought right now. And this is dirt weed. This is dirt weed.
Yeah, this is like,
Dude, this is
Reggie,
brown.
the cheap weed.
This is Reggie.
In New York, we used to call it Dabula weed. You remember Dabula weed?
I know it.
You never heard of Dabula weed?
In LA, we used to call it stress. Remember stress?
Stress.
This is the $5 nickel
In Uptown,
bag.
we used to call Dabula weed. Dabula weed was like fucking brown, like weeds.
We just call it dirt weed.
That's LA
We could
stress.
dabble.
Yeah, stress.
I
That's
think it
LA
was.
stress.
I think motherfuckers thought there was crack
It's
or
not about
something,
high.
angel dust in the weed, or they thought it was sprayed with R.O.A.D. It was like fucked up weed.
It was like brownish.
Spray
for
with
you?
R.O.A.D.
I actually believe them because my boys were so hooked on that dabble of weed. And back in, we were so dumb with weed in New York. we used to think brown weed was good.
I know.
Yo,
We were like, oh, chocolate
That
tie.
was all.
Chocolate tie.
That was the shit back in the day.
growing
the
up,
marketing,
yeah,
yo.
and then the stems, and then with the seeds, it'd be like, yo, don't smoke the seeds because
Weed has evolved since those days. That's
course,
why.
dude.
majorly, and it got stronger like a motherfucker.
Exactly, yeah, man.
Dude, can you imagine they were like bigging up chocolate tie? Like
Yeah, that was the biggest shit, man.
Dude, stress used to go.
Can you
all over.
imagine buying brown weed now? You would never buy brown weed.
No.
And then the dude selling it to you in the
look
dispensary was
like
like,
crazy.
this is chocolate tie. You'd be like, fuck out of here. I'm not buying that shit.
What was that? What was that cooking?
Looked like he was in the whip.
Yeah, you-
Like he was driving. Like he was driving.
He's going somewhere. Whoa.
I did.
So wait, for the club, you actually think the Drake part is better? I think
I
Future.
think I played the Drake part in New York. Everyone was singing the Drake part.
Yeah,
But the Future, I feel like only dudes like that part.
it's just the turn up part.
The girls don't like that.
I feel like Future, that the Future part sounds like some dope in the whip.
Yeah.
When you like speeding a little bit on the freeway.
We'll try it out
Perfect.
next time we're in the car, Kirk. Next time I'm dodging fucking.
But the
18
question
wheels.
is, what is the club feeling more?
Drake. Drake cannot do no wrong.
And I haven't actually played the Drake part in the club yet.
What?
So, yeah, I went
Really?
straight to the
You,
Future part.
you do it from the one or from
I'm
the
about to
top?
say, so do you play the whole thing?
No.
So you just do the Drake part. You don't
I
do
feel
the
like
Future.
you gotta, in this day and age, you gotta split that shit up and like.
What's 150 for Drake? 135 for Drake. The length of the song. So I think that's perfect. Do you drop it from the top or from?
I mean, I'll mix it into the vocals and then I'll drop it from the top. If
Okay.
it's popping like that. If it's not popping like that, I'll keep it going. But there's no fucking way I'm gonna go straight into the future, unless I'm in like a ratchet room.
Yeah, about to say
where you could
the BPM is
where everyone's gonna sing the interlude where there's no beat and he's like, yeah, life is good. I bet you everyone would say that shit.
Yeah,
and the beat
I hope not.
If you came out of dreams and nightmares and just hit life is good and let that shit ride in a certain room, it would go.
Oh, that's a good mix. I'm gonna edit that out. That's a really good mix.
You, in a ratchet hip hop room, you could just drop anything on the one. Yeah. It doesn't even fucking matter. Mix it, you just need to shout everyone out in the fucking room.
Yeah.
Are we drinking tonight? I see you with the bottles. Life is good for real.
Everybody go crazy.
You sound like the DJ in Paid in Full.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Bruce, who's it?
Who was that?
Bruce,
I see you, Rico.
Hey,
what is how we doing?
Money Making Mitch.
Brucey B, right?
I see you, Money Mitch. This is how we doing on
that was
real.
Brucey B, right? Yeah.
I'm just thinking he's doing like a modern day. Life is good. Oh, rest in peace, though, right? Did he pass?
No, he's still around.
Okay,
he's still around.
I was getting him mixed up with
Starsky.
Starsky. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Starsky.
Rest in peace, Starsky. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Any new music? Any more new music? Yes. Are we gonna go into this Pop Smoke shit?
The musical was going on with him.
I love that record.
By the way, I was in New York and I dropped Pop Smoke and the shit did not work.
Really? Which one you dropped?
Dior? Welcome to the Party and Dior.
And it didn't work?
It was like, yeah.
Really?
Shorties was not feeling that shit.
Christopher Walken is pretty cool in the car.
Christopher Walken. You have it ready?
Yeah, I got that ready for you.
Man, you don't like this shit.
I like it. I play in the car.
What about the one with Travis Scott and Jack Boys? Gotti?
I like that.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that Never said a few weeks back.
You like that joint?
Yeah.
What's the difference? If we're gonna play this, let's play a Wiz Khalifa freestyle. Can you get? I can't hear this shit. I can't hear this shit. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I know a lot of DJs don't want to admit that they don't get it either.
I don't understand how you catch a vibe to it. Like if you just in the club.
I know a lot of DJs out there who are acting like they're too cool for school. Like, yo, man, Pop Smoke, this shit is popping. You know,
that's
like, motherfucker,
that's
you lying.
New, man.
It's a vibe.
You are lying so bad. That shit is so fucking. Like, I don't understand the movement, man. I don't even understand what the fuck he's saying. I don't know what's in it. That's some shit that.
So why is he like so big right now?
Is it just that's telling of where the music is right now?
I don't know.
That we're like that people are really fucking with Pop Smoke.
I don't even think it's that deep. I just think motherfuckers like
different
being on top of the new shit, even though if they don't really get it. Yo, he rhymed cool with fool. Yo, Wiz.
Hey,
was Wiz always rhyming like this?
No.
Was he always rhyming like this?
Nah.
No.
Oh. Why you cut the best part?
No, it restarted.
It restarted.
Oh my god!
I ain't no fool.
Think he's been in LA too long?
Nah, Wiz wasn't always rhyming like that, right?
I think he was.
He always had a
Play that
simple
Fast
flow,
and Furious again.
No, I don't even want to hear that.
I want to hear that shit. I want to hear that
come
shit.
on, man.
No, because we have to compare. When did Fast and Furious come out? That's
2015.
Yeah,
2015. So in 5 years, this has been his evolution. Yo, what happened to him, man?
I don't know. Bro.
Was he always like
he
that?
been in LA too long?
Nah,
He's from LA, isn't he?
Not from Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh, man.
Oh, I always think he's a Snoop's like cousin or whatever.
Seems like it though, right?
Yeah, he is from Pittsburgh. I forgot.
Well, he had Weed and Boys. He didn't sound like that. I got that queued up.
He's always been like a simple flow kind of a dude, though, right?
You go back to Black and Yellow.
Work hard, play hard.
Wiz was always Wiz, huh?
Yeah. Roll Up. Remember that song? I roll up.
I really hated that one.
He was kind of like a better version of B.O.B., right?
Yeah, a little
Same,
more.
yeah.
Yeah. Because B.O.B. has some shit too. Motherfuckers shit on B.O.B.
B.O.B. did not have some shit. You're fucking wild. Play that.
He did. Like
No,
the
he
beginning.
did.
Every fucking opener used to play that every time, like, I walked in the door or whatever. Oh, man. I'm so glad that's gone. B.O.B. had some shit, though, didn't he?
That was it.
That was it, man.
Was that it?
No, he had Strange Clouds
Okay.
with T.I.
He had some other shit, didn't he?
He like that.
I don't know, man.
I'm in my zone. I'm feeling it. That
Yeah,
song.
yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah. He had some records.
I'm feeling it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some shit. He had something. What was the up and down, up down, do this all day? Was he on that?
Yeah.
Cause he was like a lyricist.
It kind of
like,
started out at the same time.
He's from Atlanta, but he didn't really like have like an Atlanta vibe.
No,
You know what I mean?
He's like the flow rider of Atlanta.
He's like
Damn.
He's like the Lupe Fiasco.
He was a little more lyrical, I think, and that's kind of.
Oh,
like,
he's known to be lyrical.
Yeah.
Lyrical miracle.
But he just kind of went the Black Eyed
But
Peas
wasn't he
route.
like
Yeah.
more of a musician?
Yeah. He would play the
Yeah,
guitar.
he played guitar.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
his
yeah.
thing. The
He was
guitar.
like kind of like a Wycliffe.
If you had to pick, who would you pick, B.O.B. or Wiz Khalifa?
Right?
Yeah. His Wyclef joke went under the radar.
Wait, what happened?
I said he was kind of like a Wyclef.
Oh, okay.
Because he always had the guitar. He come on stage and start singing.
Wait, B.O.B. Who'd you say?
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz. You wildin'. Wiz by a long shot.
Man, that ain't cool.
You a fool. Ooh. Yo, pause on that now. Ooh.
You
that was
good.
Fool. That's crazy.
Cool.
Are we done with the new music?
No, there's so much more new music.
I think we did enough.
All right, are you guys playing Yummy or no?
I already said I love that record.
It's a great record.
Yummy, yum.
You are playing it?
I like the record. I'm not playing it.
I don't think I can play it in the club. Maybe I might need to
play that in the club.
Maybe if you open it set.
Yeah, that's my first drop.
Early in the night, yeah. But
I might need to edit that speeds it up a little bit because it's 88 BPM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to sped up.
No, it's 70 something.
It is?
It's 70.
Okay.
So you need like an 80.
You need like a reggaeton.
Yeah, me too. I need that. I need that in my life. I need like an Afro beats or like
a
Yummy Afro beats version.
Yeah.
Moma would be Mona.
Get Momo on the phone.
Mo, you hear us?
Mo, I know
Moma's about to slap the shit out of me.
Yeah. You're in some continent, Mo. Just
we need a MoMA guy remix of Yummy. Can you make that shit happen, please?
104, 105 BPM would be great.
Speaking of those motherfuckers, we don't have to talk about I guess you want to talk about the whole Selena Gomez.
We don't have to talk about it.
Everybody spoke about that. You already know.
But is that the new thing?
It's a sad thing because before they were superstars.
You got to beg or get on IG and beg?
Don't you think they're just lazy? Don't you think that they overestimated the strength of their following to just drop a record without a rollout at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a little arrogant.
Because I think it was a little arrogant. I think it's a little lazy and entitled. And I think they were just like, holy shit,
but
what's going on?
I think they did have a rollout, but I think that's not enough now.
It's not a good rollout if I don't hear about it.
It's not a good rollout, but they did have a rollout. Like they had the billboards on 42nd Street before the song dropped.
He announced the song, I think, on Ellen too. So
yeah, it had like a rollout,
but
it
did. Yeah, I just didn't.
I was about to say, like Larry David had a better rollout than they did. Like I saw Larry David was on every talk show. That motherfucker was on like mad talk shows.
Selena Gomez is doing talk shows also. But the rollout just wasn't as strong as it was back in the days.
I think it was just part embarrassment too. Like she's like, shit, I'm losing to Roddy Ricch. Like in her mind, like who was Roddy Ricch?
Yeah, but why didn't she mention him? She said, I'm losing to a very talented artist. And I was like, why? Why can't you mention I'm like, why? And then you know what? That was the worst part. It was that almost like these hip hop artists are beneath these motherfuckers.
Right. And
but did he mention her?
Yeah, he tweeted about her. Yeah, he was like, yo, go stream
support
the new Selena Gomez.
Exactly, yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm not. What are you playing? You don't touch this shit. What are you playing?
Put it up.
What are you playing?
Put it up.
What are you playing?
Selena
I'm not
Gomez.
playing that. I'm not playing that.
It was a Larry David song. I wanted.
Yeah, no. But Larry David's been fucking killing it.
Like, I wanted to make it was a joke.
Yeah, no. He's been killing it. Like his rollout was really good for the Curb Your Enthusiasm new season.
Yeah,
I heard it was good too.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But you can't say that because Bieber's doing like a food truck with Yummy right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's doing that right now. But why wasn't he doing that before?
But it's a single. It's not the album.
It doesn't matter.
That means the album's gonna flop.
The album, that's when you go strong with that rollout. But for the single, just like
I think with these guys are pop stars. If they don't have a good first single, they don't got nothing.
He's also gonna drop a documentary with that.
That's right. Yeah.
Seasons,
and I think the single kind of gauges where you go with your album too these days, right?
And that's always a Bieber's first single.
That was what Nicki's problem. Like her singles wasn't hidden, and I think it was just putting pressure on the album even more every time that single wasn't hidden.
Like what?
I think also another thing is that I think these fans they want substance. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Yummy is I think he should have had another record. It should have been Yummy, and then there should have been some other shit with like him and Halsey or something.
Yeah,
like one of those Halsey records. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like a Benny Blanco joint.
Yeah, he should have had one of those records. And I think it's just like you can't take a motherfucker seriously. Like when you're talking all this religious shit, I just got married. I'm a grown ass man now. Mm-hmm. And then you drop a single called Yummy. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't take a motherfucker seriously like that, man. Honestly. Shout out to Larry David.
I would like to see Bieber on like a dope like house record like that when you played with Diplo. Like I feel like he would have killed.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
What do you mean was Diplo and Skrillex, right? Jack U?
Yeah.
What do you mean? And that was one of his biggest hits of that year, Mm-hmm. And that was a rollout to his album.
But it also kind of goes to show that these motherfuckers, I feel like they're just really reliant on the people in their
But
team.
they don't realize that their fans get older and they get like they move on.
They have to grow with the fans.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's doing some like shit for like 14-year-olds.
He's still doing the shit he was doing back in the days.
I ain't gonna lie, that Yummy's catchy though.
I like it.
It's catchy. I don't know if I could play it in the club, but it's definitely.
That shit is like a sweetie to me, man. Like I can't sing Yummy and
Yeah,
like
man.
I can't
even say the title. That's why I'm just like, yeah, that new Bieber song.
By the way, at NAMM, few listeners told me not to kill pause for 2020, guys.
We've been doing good.
No, they said
we didn't do pause at all this whole.
No, they said they want the pause, so now let it go.
Now you ain't gonna get it. Fuck y'all.
It's for real tired. We're tired.
You gonna die.
We ain't gonna do pause no more.
You gonna die.
What you y'all want to talk about this Shaggy having an audition for Rihanna's new album?
I mean, what you think about? I mean, what you think about that? I feel like it's a disrespectful.
Really?
You get to audition?
It's Shaggy.
That's Shaggy, man.
I don't think it's an audition. Wasn't it an audition?
It's an audition.
I think he had to send in shit in.
Submit the song.
Nah, that's not an audition.
What's wrong with that?
It's kind of an audition.
That's like sending work in.
No, you got, but Shaggy's like a fucking
I know
respected
what
artist,
yeah,
a Grammy-winning artist. It's like you ask him.
Nah, man.
If you wanted to be on the album, you ask him. You like tell him, yo, you have a chance to be on the album.
I have a question.
You have to submit.
You know what? If I was Shaggy's manager, I would ask him this:
What?
If you were on a song with Rihanna and it ended up being a single, how big would that be? Major.
Yeah.
Right.
Why don't we send this in and see what happens? Either way, no one's gonna find out if you auditioned or not, or you submitted something that they turned down. And by the way, Rihanna's team is notorious for doing that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They are notorious for getting like a bunch of talented writers to write for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
and producers too.
For example, like a Georgia Smith, or even more talented. Anderson .Paak or whoever.
Party Next Door is
Party Next Door. Tons of writers submit all of this shit to them with no ego.
But they're not established like Shaggy.
No. Dude.
Shaggy been around for years.
He does have hits though.
Yeah, but fans, it's all about being relevant and also adapting.
So a perfect example.
And being humble. That's
so
ego.
Say like a Paul McCartney.
Shaggy is Paul McCartney.
No, I'm just giving you an example.
I'm with you, never.
No, you're not with him.
I am because I kind of understand what he's saying.
Because if you just said Al Green and Paul McCartney, I'd be like, yo, Al Green, yes. You said Shaggy and Paul McCartney.
Okay, no. Let's go back. All right. Let's take it back. Say if I'm Andre 3000
and Shaggy.
No.
Andre 3000 and Shaggy.
Andre 3000. Would he have to submit a song for Rihanna?
Yes. He has to.
You don't think he should be just? That's his Andre. He's a Grammy winning.
Yeah, he is
diamond selling artist.
But that's how the music.
But here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
When it comes to making a song, right? Yeah. It's all about the song. Mm-hmm. It's not about Andre 3000.
No. Yeah, but
you understand?
So say if she come up with a song.
No. Anybody that's been in the music business, I would like to think anybody that's been in the music business has to understand that it's all about the song. Mm-hmm. So whatever ego, however great of an artist you are, if you don't work on the song, has nothing to do with like you as an artist.
Right.
You just don't work on the song.
I mean, but
so you think she would approach Drake that way?
I mean, it just happens, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it just happens.
You can't compare Drake with Shaggy.
I mean, but certain artists.
Drake has taken a bunch of people out of his records. He took didn't he take Trippie Redd out of was it Fake Love?
No, it was on God's Plan, but it was
God's
for Trippie Redd.
That was originally his record, right?
Yeah, he was for Trippie Redd. He said nah. Trippie Redd said no.
But Trippie Redd is a new artist. It's like Trippie
But
Redd
is Drake giving you shit? Like, I don't know.
Trippie Redd haven't had any classics.
I don't think it's an audition.
Trippie Redd haven't had an Angel. No, I'm joking.
He's never had. No, Angel's a great song. Or
it wasn't me.
It wasn't me. He had. Come on,
It wasn't me. Still goes.
Is that the name of that song?
It wasn't me. Yeah. Or Angel.
Oh, those two different songs.
Oh, it's two different songs. Yeah.
You're my angel. Yeah.
And I'm just fucking bugging out there.
I know I was like reaching with the Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney and Shaggy.
But as an artist,
but then again, Sting did do an album with Paul McCartney. So
Sting,
they won a Grammy last year.
Sting did an album with Paul McCartney.
I mean, did an album with Shaggy.
Sting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you know, all these artists have egos. So I'm sure his ego was a little.
I just think, listen, Rihanna has so much shit going on. She doesn't have time to be with everybody in the studio. She's being selective. Just send in your fucking work, Shaggy.
But it's supposed to be a reggae album.
Yes. You think Shaggy was in his mansion? Like, you think he was like Cuddy? You think he was like Cuddy Ranks and Belly? Me, the original Dun Dada.
I forgot you.
We not audition for nobody.
I know why you agree. I know why you agree, Rihanna. You got beef with Shaggy.
I know. We can't say. Yeah, we can't sit on there. But you have beef with Shaggy.
You can say it. You can say it.
When you try to talk to your girl at the time.
Nah.
Is that true?
Yo, you're a real one for bringing that shit up.
I didn't want to bring it up, but he had said it before.
No, you say yeah. That's all.
Crooked forgot.
No.
No, he didn't forget. Because he told me the story before too.
Yo, he wasn't hitting on her. It was at Dre's, and we were in the, what was it, the VIP section? What was it, behind the DJ booth? Is that VIP?
That's VIP.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
I think he just performed.
Yeah. He was performing that night.
You were there.
I wasn't there. You told me, but he was performing that night. You told me the same
story.
Oh, okay. So he was with a shorty.
He had shorties.
Yeah, he had shorties with him.
Yeah, and he went to try to recruit your shorty.
No, and then he sent one of his shorties over to
get your shorty.
My ex.
Yeah,
and said, "Hey, would you like to join us, Shaggy? Would
your presence?
Would like your company or some shit like that."
Yeah.
And we both looked at him, and this dude, hand me that shit. This dude had like red eyes. You know when you're so drunk, you have like red eyes?
Yeah.
He had red eyes. He was just like, like he was about to devour the ass. He was just gonna like he was gonna do some nasty shit, He looked like he was gonna just do some nasty
he was plotting.
shit. Yeah. Like he was gonna
like some animalistic. He was just
like come over here.
Yo, youtube.com/R.O.A.D podcast to see the visuals of that. That was great.
Yo, he was looking, and she was legit scared. She like kind of like stood behind me and was like, "Oh my god, like that's disgusting."
That's crazy.
And I was just kind of like, "Yo, that's Shaggy." Like,
it wasn't him.
Why don't you go and say hello? That's Shaggy. And she's like, "No, he looks scary." And I was like, "Yeah, he does look kind of scary."
Try to sing to her.
Yeah, I did take it as like a.
I like the fact that you're like, go say hi to Shaggy.
Yeah, I was like, yo, go say hi to Shaggy.
Hey, it's kind of cool. Say what's up.
Yeah. He's a fucking legend.
What are you talking about? Like, I'm not going to go over there. He looks scary. I'm like, Shaggy. He's good. Shaggy.
It wasn't him.
Tell him to sing your
You're
song.
An angel.
Sing angel.
I wouldn't be mad.
Mr. Bombastic.
Mr. Bombastic.
I mean, he has some shit.
He has a lot of shit.
He ain't no Paul McCartney though.
I mean, he's not. I've reached out with that.
Never for the wall.
He is not no Paul McCartney, bro. He is not no Paul McCartney. I mean, we're nearing 2 hours, right?
Didn't feel like it.
We should. It damn sure didn't feel like it. What do we got to talk about? Actually, I wanted to talk about this real quick before we end this. I was having a conversation with my boy Zach, 4-Color Zach.
Shout out for Z.
Yeah, we was having some drinks and stuff and whatnot late night. And I was thinking, I see a lot of DJs putting up their routines on Instagram and a lot of people doing like their tricks and stuff like that. And I don't know, are motherfuckers getting paid from that shit? I feel like, and motherfuckers are like kind of stealing their shit.
I think they're getting paid.
No, they're not getting paid for sure.
But people are stealing that shit.
What do you mean, like their routines,
yeah.
like their mixers? Of course, but that's what you do. I mean, you're risking that when you're putting those shits out.
Yeah, but my question is, how come motherfuckers aren't making transition records out of that?
And
like off the routine and like send it in somewhere?
Or like, no, just sell it on Bandcamp. You can actually sell songs on Bandcamp.
Yeah, I bought some of Rock the Con shit off of Bandcamp.
Yeah, like why don't you make an edit or transition out of that?
I think, Scratch Bastard put something out recently, one of his little routines like that. It was the R&P.
Because what's his name? Zach did a somewhat clever, like he did a clever routine with the Justin Timberlake into
the box, Roddy Ricch,
the box, right? And I was just like, yo, why don't? And it went viral on fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, why don't you fucking make money off of that and make like an extended?
What do you say?
And he's like, I never thought about that. And I'm like, yo, you know how many like young kids would like download that shit and like play it in their set?
It actually would be a great
young
transition.
kids. I think
The grown motherfuckers.
The young DJs.
No, but I'm saying like all y'all motherfuckers that are putting your shit out there, right?
Monetize
like,
it.
Even Craze, even like with his routine, why don't you put that beat out?
Yeah.
Like record that shit and put it out, have it download, and like yo, like if you're doing a bunch of routines and shit, I'm sure a lot of motherfuckers would buy your tone play routine.
Yeah.
And actually play it in the fucking club.
definitely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It probably comes down to they probably don't even know that outlet is available to them. Because I even saw something, Miles Medina had posted some shit of one of his tone plays, and it was nasty. I forget which song it was. Did you see it recently?
Dude, he did some shit. I think he did that shit at NAM, actually, at the Beat Junkie shit.
Yeah, and I was like,
that
wow, that
nasty.
shit's crazy. And I'm sure, like, if he...
Was it the one Sade and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was disgusting.
If he knew to make money off of it, he probably would. Like, they probably don't even know that outlet.
I don't.
I would buy that track. I would buy that tone play.
But that's what I'm saying. Like all of this shit that you guys are putting out on social media for free, like you guys can take the time to record it, refine it a little bit, perfect it a little bit, and then release it as a transitional record or a party break record or a remix or an edit or whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. And if you think it's unethical or whatever, like, oh, how can I be doing? Like, what are you talking about? You guys use transitional records all the time.
Right.
Like, there is no ethics in this point. Like, there's no ethics at this point.
No. It's like the Wild West.
People are playing mashups. You guys are like even doing routines, making your own MP3s with like 8 different songs in one MP3, just so you can have different cue points and shit. So like at this point, it doesn't even fucking matter. You're doing more work to actually do it live, and it would actually sound even more. It would sound better and more refined if you actually took some time and you know. Did it in the studio. And not only that, did it in like Ableton.
It becomes their fucking transition.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Like the Oasis Wonderwall for
Exactly. And that's what it comes down to, is that you won't have motherfuckers stealing your shit on Instagram or Twitter or wherever the fuck you guys are doing this shit. Like, you will have your shit labeled and that'll be yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you can sell it, and people will know that's yours.
It's just to me, it's another level of Crooklyn Clan.
Yep.
That's all you guys are doing, and you don't realize that you guys are doing that.
You're doing your Be Faithful.
This is like your Be Faithful. This is all shit that we like. When what's his name? When Kid Capri did that first blend,
Stephanie Mills, something in the way you make me something in the way you make me feel into impeach the president.
Impeach the president.
Yeah.
When he did that for the first time, he didn't realize what the fuck he was doing.
No.
He didn't realize it was going to turn into this whole thing and create like mashups and all of this stuff like that. And then you guys got to understand the way you guys are with this 3-style way of DJing that you're doing right now. Not everyone can do it. Yeah. Not only that, you know, some of those ideas are great and they'll work in the club. And you know, put the transitions out and see what happens. Charge 99 cents. Charge $1.99.
$1.29.
Yeah. Do whatever the fuck.
There's definitely a market for that.
Yeah, and you'll start to understand the routines a little bit more and start learning production a little bit.
Yeah,
and maybe start adding a little something, knowing that, oh, you know what, man, like as a live routine, this works, but if I'm doing this as a transition, maybe I should do a build up for this, or I should add some vocals in the beginning, make it a party break, and have it transition down to, you know, like the Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
It's a great routine, but he can do a party break a cappella over the Justin Timberlake, because I have no reason to play a Justin Timberlake song, right? What was it? Like I Love You?
Yeah, Like I Love You.
Like there's no reason for me to play that song. So you got to create a reason to play that song, put an acapella over it, and then have it transition to Rowdy Rich. But like, you know, something like that I know would sell. I personally wouldn't buy it, but I know motherfuckers that would buy it.
Yeah, I would buy some of that stuff.
Yeah. And I'm telling you guys need to put it out there, because I think there is a business behind that.
There's a market out there for people that
you guys can make some extra money, man. And like and not only that, you guys create your own market. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine if you guys create, you know, a following of thousands. You know, you guys
SoundCloud too.
Yeah, you guys can pay your rent off of that shit. Not only that, and you won't be at the mercy of some of these, you know,
labels and
some of these other streaming platforms or whatever the fuck, you know. Or maybe they would hire you and then we were like, look, bring your edits over to us and we'll pay you whatever.
Like DJ City.
Yeah, like DJ City, exactly.
Yeah.
But that was just a thought because I'm tired of seeing motherfuckers.
I don't think you're far off. I think it's a great. You analyze that pretty.
It's
good.
like, yeah, why not? Well,
good idea.
Why can't you
I don't like seeing these kids do all of this work to do this shit and have it just be for likes. Mm-hmm. You know, like do something and make some money for that shit. Yeah. And then you know what, man? I'm just probably gonna shoot me in the foot because I'm gonna probably have to hear all of these fucking routines now in the club.
By the way,
and I'm gonna regret fucking saying this.
By the way, if you do happen to make one and it gets really successful, in the fine print, please put cred.
Oh, no one's gonna give me credit. No one's gonna give me credit.
Give you credit.
No one's gonna give me
flowers.
Nobody ever gives credit.
You know why? No one's gonna give me credit because it's not trendy to give me credit. If I was a GOAT or if I was like a bigger DJ,
if he was dead,
if I was dead,
I would say that. Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Crook. Yo, rest in peace.
Yo,
Crook.
I'm getting your fucking face tatted.
If there isn't a marketing value, or if there isn't, if you're not gonna get attention for giving someone credit, no one's gonna give credit.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
People are only gonna give credit when it's acknowledged by a massive amount of people that are going to co-sign the credit that you're going to give.
It's like when people make donations. They only do it on camera.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers, Crooked.
Roses.
But anyway, I wanted to say that, and because I just wanted to put it out there. I want y'all to get to work and just start making some money and stop giving this shit for free and like DMing me like, how do I get gigs? Like, shut up. Like, you guys are talented. You guys aren't thinking like business dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are just giving shit away, and everyone's copying your shit, and then you're getting mad, and I don't want to hear that. So stop DMing me and start making some money and put that shit up. And that's it. Yeah. I think that's it.
Before I cut Jamie off, he was about to say congratulations to Derek Jeter for being inducted into the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. Yeah. New York Yankees, Bronx.
The Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
PX all day. And you can find this video alongside with all our new videos every Friday. YouTube.com/R.O.A.D podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification bell to be the first to get the video. And
yo, shout out to DJ City. And we out.
Yes. Peace.